Me and my girl anyway.
Ain't your girl? Why not? For real?
I'm single, you single. You good. Me and my girl anyway.
Ain't your girl? Why not? For real?
I'm single, you single. You good.
There you go. You see? There you go. So, quick video, real quick. The brother said, "Nah, you ain't gonna be my girl, cause you didn't earn it." A man gotta see his worth of being with a girl. You know what I'm saying? Men hold key to relationship, women hold key to sex. It's simple. It's simple. The reason why we don't hold a key to sex, because if we do, why would we go and force women out their will to do it? If we hold a key to sex, why are we doing this? We don't. So when a woman is trying to force a man in a relationship, it never works. Because the man got to be willing to accept you to be his lady. It's simple. It's simple, man. People make this type of thing out of control, man. You know, they I see people forcing relationships and you could tell, you're like, damn, man, that nigga don't look happy, man. You know, or some people be afraid because they don't want to get hurt or jump or killed. I even seen people have family members that's in gangs forcing that person to be with their daughter or niece or cousin, whatever. You feel me? So, you know, ain't no motherfucking man on this plane gonna ever make me or force me to be with a woman that I don't want to be with. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is, nigga. You know, but the man here, the young man here, and the young lady here, you know, he telling them, because look, the title, I'm quite sure somebody probably made that title up for this. It probably had nothing to do with it, or I might be wrong. Maybe it did something to do with it. If it is, let's see what it says. It says, when she tries to hide her phone, but I know I'll never wife her. So back in his mind, he said, okay, you do all these things, I'm never gonna wife you. When you see these people doing sneaky things and sneaky, they got sneaky ways about it, you know, you could talk to them about it. Say, yo, what's going on, man? Like, yo, that shit make me feel uncomfortable when you don't do that type of movement around me. You know, it makes me paranoid. I'm not accused of cheating. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're plotting. What are you doing? I don't trust you can't trust people. People got to earn your trust. And even with that, they got to earn it twice as much as when they got it. Because now you don't sit back and relax, okay, nah, or she good, or he good. No, people will break their loyalty to you based on what they feeling. You feel what I'm saying? I see it all the time. It happened to me. And for me, I ain't never did to nobody. I never did that with anybody. I ain't never broke my loyalty just because of what I feel. I never broke my loyalty towards anyone. No one on this earth can ever say that about me. I never dog slime anyone. I never say, you know what, I'm gonna do this deliberately to make you hurt. And that's not in my blood. That's not in my character. It's not in my repertoire. You know what I'm saying? That's not in my cipher. I won't even allow that type of shit or that type of behavior to be around me. If anybody around me, you gotta be right. Because if you ain't around me, if you're around me and you're not being right, you gotta get the fuck away from me. That's the bottom line, man. And you know, he kept it cool, man. I like how he carried himself, kept it cool. He like, nah, man, nah, you ain't gonna be my girl. And meanwhile, he probably got another girl he planning on getting. Or maybe the brother said, you know what, man, I'm just gonna focus more on myself, man. I don't need to be in a relationship. Who said I gotta be in a relationship? Let me do this and let me figure it out. And when I'm ready, then if the Lord so give me a beautiful lady, then you know, no problem. You know what I'm saying? I want a woman that's beautiful on the outside and the inside. You know what I'm saying? But In most cases, you don't find that. You may find either one, either or. So there's a lot of women that, and you know what's you know what? Let me say this, man. Forget that part. You know what kills me? A lot of these women be acting like they cute on the outside, but the fucked up shit they do, it should be counted for. No, if you're a fucked up person, right, and you think because your looks is gonna buy your way, you got another thing coming. I will drop your ass like a bad habit, and that's what these young men gotta understand. That's why now you understand. That's why it's important to have a father in your life, and mothers that really love their sons and their daughters will be upfront with them. Say, yo, listen, baby, look, a woman ain't supposed to act like this towards you. A lady not supposed to be like this, play games towards you. She's supposed to, if she loves you, she's supposed to be all for you and all about you. Because a mother supposed to, this is what a mother's supposed to tell a daughter or a son. She'll tell a daughter, listen, you make the rules for the boys you don't like, but don't string them along. Have respect and keep it moving. The guy you like, you're gonna bend some rules for him. That's simple. But in the process, have some dignity about yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for a woman to break certain rules for a man that she like. I get it. But when they take that and they only use and apply to niggas that ain't shit, that's why they always say, oh, niggas ain't shit. Cause you making the rules for these type of niggas and knowing that they ain't shit. And when they doing no nigga shit to you, now you like, oh damn, like, and then you say, and then you want to say, oh, men ain't shit. No, it's niggas that you're picking. They are niggers. And you are a niggard, woman. You ain't shit. So y'all both go hand in hand with each other. So, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, the Most High, has woken a lot of us up, man. So, that's why I teach my son. I say, look, man, if you're focused on something positive in your life and you focus on the Most High first, all these things will be adding on to you. You don't have to go to a person to ask for validation or approval. Now it's okay for someone that's teach you something that's important to your life, that's gonna make you better. Of course, you're gonna look for some approval for them because you want them to see you want them to see you doing good and excelling at what you're doing that was being taught to you. So I get that part, but you got to get over yourself. So what? So what if you don't get it right the first time, second time? Get over yourself. You go back and you go again, and you go again, and you go again. You know what I'm saying? Until you accomplish the job, accomplish the mission, right? So as a man and as a father, we're supposed to teach our young men what to look for. We're supposed to teach our young men about the snares and traps of this world. Teach them about how a man should deal with another man when it comes so far as respect and boundary levels. And our job is to teach our sons to control their emotions, and then teach our daughters when she wants to start misbehaving, get out of order. The bad behavior, we're checking it and put it in its proper place. We're confining those bad habits, whether she like it or not. We don't care. But guess what? She's gonna thank me later because now she's gonna see that how a lot of these young men wasn't taught by fathers. She's gonna know that this guy is a no good guy. This guy, his pants is sagging off his ass. He don't believe in the Most High. He's disrespectful. He's gang banging. He's doing this and that. Now I'm not saying that people can't change, but why play Monopoly, all right, or rolling the dice for a possibility, knowing that that's not gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? And women got this delusional mindset, and real women that understand it gotta get the young ladies out of delusion. They love delusion. They love the delusion, and they love being tricked. Women are easy to be tricked, but they are the masters of tricking people because they master that manipulation, and then they teach that to young men, and men teach that to other young men when they're around other young men that got no fathers, and it's a repeated cycle. Okay, it's a bad behavior that's spread around. Okay, and then you have a spirit that's open the doorways for other things to happen. Killing, murdering, going in jail, all sorts of things to happen to you, right? So because of bad behavior. And then once you start to have those things in your adult life, it's hard to get out of, because you can't train an adult. He has to be willing to retrain himself and break that cycle, man. You know? So, you know, the young man did an excellent job by, you know, he stayed stoic. He didn't disrespect the lady, you know, and she kind of questioning why, whatever. And he's giving her an answer without explaining his whole thing. And I like how he did it. And I bet you right then and there, she gonna change up and she gonna try to be fucking better towards him. You know what I'm saying? Or correct what she did, or explain herself. She would say, "Yo, I'm sorry. Yes, the reason I have my phone because, you know, there's certain things I look at. You know, I don't want you to, you know, get offended by it. You know, be honest with the man. You know what I'm saying? And it don't necessarily got to be something nasty or degrading. It could be something that she probably has a memory of her old ex, or someone she used to love, or maybe she lost a loved one, and she think about them. She constantly look at the phone. You don't know. It don't necessarily have to be infidelity, but the majority of the time it is infidelity. Or women look at social media, look at these other women, and your woman don't want you to see her, what she's looking at, or what she's doing, or who she's texting, because now you're gonna look at her like this is what you thinking. See my wife, she's very careful what she do around me on her phone, and she trying to move at different angles. You know, I don't care. It don't bother me, but she already know I don't like stupid shit. So she's trying to enjoy her shit without letting me see what she's doing. But she know better not to do no dumb shit. You know, but that's women. Women like attention. Women like to validate. They like to see certain things. Or sometimes somebody may be planning something nice for you, and they don't want to catch you. They don't want you to catch them doing something nice for them. Maybe like it's something being done sneaky. You don't know. So you never know until you ask. You know, and now that person will know, okay, you know what? Let me not make it look suspicious where like I'm doing something, and then now he gonna think this way. Because I'm a kind of person, I get suspicious real quick, off the rip. And I may not say nothing. I keep it quiet until I get enough evidence, or I will, keep observing your habits. Okay, hold on, guys. Yeah, so that's what these women are supposed to be doing, man. These women are supposed to have some kind of have some respect for yourself. Have some respect, because how would you like it if the man was sneaky and doing certain shit? You know. So the way how a woman move, I move accordingly how I'm supposed to move. So what you do, I'm going to do it 10 times better. So if you're being sneaky with your phone and doing all that, I don't got to do all that to play tit for tat. I'm still going to do what I got to do, or look at what I got to look at, right? And if you come around, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my phone, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And now you're going to have you thinking. Because now the first thing going to come in your mind, oh, what's wrong? See? Because now you know what you're doing. Because you know that I know what you're doing. You want me to say it. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to watch you and watch you and watch you until you keep fucking up. And women do that stupid shit. Women do stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And a small part of me get a satisfaction of you being hurt, but then it doesn't do anything at the end, because all it does is just making you feel bad, or making you feel like, I'll make you feel how I felt. But that's corny. That's corny. I'd rather tell the real about you and let you feel your own pain, let you drown in your own misery, you know. So the young man was right. The young man, he played it right. You know, he did it in a stoic way. You know, he kept his emotions, didn't scream or yell. And you know, and I respect that, man. I respect that a lot, man. And it also give me a better outlook on myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, stay stoic remain stoic, man. Don't over explain yourself, man. You tell her what it is, man. She don't like it, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't here to be liked on this planet, man. You here to be respected. Women want to be liked. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Let them have that. That's where they keep failing at in life. That's where they don't ever grow from it. They love delusion. As a man, you gotta love respect. Everything else will be added on to you. You know what I'm saying? When you got people of other nations that believe in their gods and believe in their culture, they don't give a fuck what nobody else is thinking. That's their culture. Why the fuck am I thinking about what you feel? I don't care about what you feel. This is what we do in our culture. So that's how we gotta do it when it comes to the Most High. We can't worry about what motherfuckers is thinking. But then our own worst critic is the same people that inquire about their God, making mockery and laughing at you and scoffing, and so the Lord gonna make them out of laughing stock and laugh at their own calamities. But anyway, I hope this video is edifying, right? Oh, let me get one scripture, and we're gonna close. I'm gonna close it down. Let me go to Proverbs 31:3, and I'm gonna shut it down with this. It says, Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. So there you go. Okay, so don't give yourself over to these women. All right, always contain and keep your power, keep your frame, and you can read that, and also in the Apocrypha in the Book of Sirach. And also tell you, don't give your power over to your friends or your cousins or your brother or your sister, your mother. Don't give that, man, because keep your frame, man. All right. So I hope it was edifying, and I hope you guys learn something from this. Shalom.